Okay, so looking at question 2, we start off by taking the ratio we're given from girls to boys as being 2 to 7. If we read the question, we're told the number of girls is 170. So the first thing we would like to do is figure out the number of boys. If we do this, we can rearrange our ratio so that we have the number of girls being 1, and that gives us 3.5 boys. To find out how many boys there would be with 170 girls, we have to multiply this by 170, giving us 595, and this is going to be our first mark. The mark scheme will be coming up shortly, and I'll be breaking down where you get the marks. Then you need to find out the total number of children by adding 170 to 595. It gives you 765. Now, we're moving on to the second part of the problem, where we're told that 3/5 of the people are children. So 3/5 of the people are 765. We now find 1/5 of the people by dividing this number by 3. And we can find the total number of people by timesing this by 5. So the number of people in total is going to be 1,275. But the question asks us for the total number of adults. So we subtract the total number of children that we found earlier. And this gives us 510. Now, no matter which way you found 510, it is the correct answer and it gives you full marks. So if you got 510, I want to repeat that, you get full marks. Now if we look at the mark scheme, if you get any of these numbers that I'm underlining now, you get the first mark. No matter what, if you did that calculation, you get that first mark. If you get 765, the total number of children, that implies that you've done the first bit of method correct. So 765 means that you get both marks. So you get 2 marks up to that point, the total number of children, if you've got that correct. If you divide the number of children by 3, and possibly you could have multiplied it by 5, if you do either of these numbers, 255 or 1,275, you get the third mark. And if you do a correct method to find out the total number of adults, either by subtracting the number of children or multiplying 255 by 2, then you get the fourth method mark. The final mark comes by getting the exact right answer written down clearly. And as stated before, it's enough for all 5 marks. If you didn't get 510, look at the mark scheme carefully and decide where you got up to with the methods. Now, it's okay to make a mistake, and if you look at the quotation marks, that can be a mistake from previous working and you still earn that mark. Because these are M marks, that stands for method. But you must have done the right operations as listed